familiar were you with this story and these events before you signed on?
I had no knowledge of what happened on that night other than hearing the term Benghazi be bandied about, you know. So for me, it's been an eye-opening education. First to read the book by Mitchell Zuckoff, who's a award-winning journalist, and he wrote a very truthful account of these 6 guys and their story on that night and what happened. To get to learn the facts, a little bit of the story behind the story and what happened on that night, for me was very educational. I hope it is for audiences as well.
And was it really important for you to meet with the real-life Tonto?
Well, I had that as a resource, so why not take advantage of it, right? I mean, he's a big personality. He's very funny, and he keeps everybody loose around him when things get crazy in battle. And so to meet him and to learn his particular sense of humor and how he uses it was very important for me, sure.
You're sort of the comic relief in a very tense movie.
Yeah.
Is that fun as an actor when you do get to provide a little bit of levity?
Sure, it is fun. I knew that was my job on set, was to try to keep things as light as possible. And I think it's important in the movie too that the audience has a chance to unwind a little bit. You know, when you get those moments of levity, the movie is so tense. You know, when I watched it, it took me about 5 or 10 minutes after seeing it to unball my fists. You know, you sit there and it's a full onslaught the entire time. And so to get to release that a little bit every once in a while, I think is a very important dynamic.
When you are playing a real-life character, you have these real-life guys who are going to be watching not just you, but the entire film. Is that hard as an actor, to have that extra pressure?
It's a responsibility for sure. It's a responsibility I don't think anybody on the project takes lightly. You know, obviously we're telling a true story, so to get the facts right was very important, and I think Michael took that very seriously. And then to get these guys right and to nail their behavior, and like you said, to know at the end of the day that they were going to watch the movie and that we wanted them to be happy and we wanted them to feel honored by our telling of the story.
You're not the first responders. You're the last resort.
Nobody can prepare you for what it's like to work with Michael. I have a lot of friends who are in the business and a lot of people who have worked with him, so I got everybody's story about what it was like to work with him before I went over there. But nothing can really prepare you. He's a singular force. The pace that he shoots at is incredible, and the volume of shots that he gets in one day is so incredible that you really have to come prepared to just be ready for any portion of the script to be shot at any time.
You're on location in Malta. Was there a lot of off-screen bonding?
For sure, you know, I'm going to leave this experience with 5 friends for life, you know, and that bond was established pretty early on. I feel like we got really lucky, you know, going in that all of our personalities gelled really well. We got along really well. We have this existing text chain that still lives on that started from the training we went to the month before we started shooting, and there's just a lot of ripe and fun stuff on that text chain.
And I've got to point out that you all have incredible beards in the film. Who do you think has the best beard?
It's a real toss-up. It's a 2-horse race, and on the one hand we have John Krasinski, whose actual nickname on the shoot was Sweetbeard, but I think he's edged out by David Denman, who plays the character of Boone, who just sports a really powerful beard for the entire movie. So I'm going to give it to Dave.
You're not giving orders anymore. You're in my world now. I haven't thought about my family once tonight. Thinking about them now. Up here in the middle of all this.
RPG! Shoot that son of a bitch!
Thinking about my girls, man.